Okay, we'll see if this looks dumb or not. Nope, not gonna do that. All right, hey, welcome back to the next episode. So as promised, we're gonna start working on the 1957 Beetle here. Just start pulling it apart and everything. You can kind of see I already started working on it, so we're gonna go back and check out that footage, but that's what we're gonna be working on. That's going to be kind of a continuous series, so you'll see a lot of that action, plus, you know, just footage here and there of everything else that we've been doing, whether it's around here or going back and revisiting the old building or whatever it is, just kind of catching everybody up. We'll just kind of keep you updated on all the things that are coming down the pipeline and having fun. So anyway, yep, that's it. So if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. That means so much. I mean, I know every content creator says that. Every YouTube channel that you go to that has, you know, several tens of views, they're all, you know, screaming the same things like, subscribe, yada, yada. It's for a purpose. It's because it's the only way that we can get these channels to grow. It's been so fun so far. And if we want to keep this train going, we need just a little bit of support. And that support is like costs you nothing. Maybe just a little bit of your time. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much to everybody who has watched, who has liked, who has, you know, reached out to me personally. Just thank you to everybody. Really much appreciated. And I'm going to eventually stop holding the stupid microphone so it's not in the way and I don't look like a news reporter like, hey, in today's news of Volkswagens, here we go. Anyway, I don't script these things, obviously. Anyway, thank you. Continue to keep watching, like and subscribe. Yeah, that's about it. Enjoy the rest of the episode and we will, do something. I don't know. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Come on, let's go. I don't know what comes in, but I couldn't care less. I refuse to feel stressed. Walk away from the pain I've been through. This feeling I'm feeling is brand new. This is the moment I break through. I ain't really with it back forth. You can keep the hustle. I'm ready to go get it like a Labrador. Dog days done and I'm tired of the tug of war. Broke off the leash and I ain't going back no more. I've been better ever after like Barrymore. Matrix used the sequence. I cracked the code, popped out the subnet. Walk around like I found a 20, that's a dubstep. Living in the moment, did you notice that ain't up yet? You can put the pressure on me, I ain't dropping.
Oh, yeah. Hey, what up, homies? Yup, we are back for episode 3. I guess I just said that in my sweet turtle shirt. But here we are anyway, back with my sweet sunglasses and the even better Genesis G90. These things are pretty dope. This is a regular customer, so I see this one often. You know, just showcasing the detailing services. This is something that we do also. I was gonna say I think this car is a beast, but I actually don't know if it's a beast. It looks pretty though. The interior is so sick. I wish I would have got a shot of the back seat because that's like where the money is. But these things are nice. My favorite feature is how the doors close. Anyway, these videos are hard to do because I don't necessarily want to just sit here and tell you what I'm doing on the screen the entire time. You're watching it and you can see it. It is so nice how light these bugs are. So here's me commenting on what I'm doing, just sitting around not doing anything. Actually what's going on is I need to figure out what to do with, and I know what you're thinking, Justin, that was an Oscar-worthy transition. You would be correct in assuming that they called. I'll be accepting that nomination shortly, but I need to figure out what to do with this parts washer. We have 2 of them now. I think I'm going to move it to wherever this motor is right here. But then I turn around and realize I need this space cleaned up so that I can utilize it better. We're planning on putting a stackable washer and dryer here, but like I said, just kind of looking around, I need to do some organizing. But we'll get to that here in a bit. The reason why I need to get this cleaning done is because we have a client coming from about 2.5 hours away just to come check out the shop, see what we have, see what's going on, see how we might be able to help him moving forward. So I wanted to make things a little bit more presentable, you know. My spec brain, as we call it at the house, just requires that certain things get done, and that's one of those things. I just need to clean this up. I need to organize it a little bit. Like I said, make it more presentable for the people. For the people. Do you guys get offended when I say spec brain? We're just talking about how my brain functions different from other people. And not that people don't have brains that function like mine. I'm sure they do. But, mine is one of those that's a little bit offbeat. So, I stand around. I'll sit around. It's because I'm visualizing. I'm doing the Michael Jordan thing. You're visualizing the shot. You're seeing it go in every single time. That way when you take that shot, it goes in, right? Well, when you're at a shop, you stand there and you try and figure out where to put all the shit that you've acquired and don't know where to put. So you do some shuffling around. Oh, you guys have no idea how much better that feels. Remember when I told you that part of our process is rinsing things off and then taking them upstairs where we'll do kind of a final wipe down right before we put things into inventory and then list them. Well, this is part of that rinsing off process. Dudes, I'm still like, man, it's 2025. 2025. I know I sound old when I say things like, wow, I can't believe it's 2025. I remember being at a party. It's like a house party, but I was 16 whenever we switched millenniums, like, and for a New Year's party in 2000, I guess 99, 2000. Wow, 25 years ago. That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, what's going on? Trump is president again. Elon is doing socially awkward shit. I'm still a fan of Elon and everything that he does, except for when he addresses the nation. That was interesting, to say the least. Anyway, so as to not get canceled too soon. Do you guys do resolutions? New Year's resolutions. I don't either. I don't know. I always ask myself at the beginning of years. It's just like a quiet thing I do by myself. I just kind of sit and I ponder and I wonder, what's going to happen this year, or what is going to happen that will surprise me this year. That is something that I do every single year, and every single year I am like, I'm shocked. I'm shocked in a positive way, because typically something happens and it's like, oh, that was it. That was the thing that I was certain I couldn't see coming, and there it went. It happened. And here we are now, and then life moves forward. I'm one of those people, I really do feel like life mostly just happens to us. There's very little that you can actually control. You can control decisions here and there on a day-to-day basis, whether you brush your teeth in the morning or not. That will, but even still, even that, your choice to, I suppose, brush or not brush your teeth, something's going to happen to you at some point regarding your teeth, and I suppose those decisions kind of tip the scale in your favor, or maybe not. Anyway, what am I saying? Is that controlling life, or is that life happening to us? I don't know. You tell me. So this motor right here, that's actually the one that I'm pushing away currently. That's the one that the client is interested in coming and looking at, among other things. So anyway, that was one of the reasons why I started this whole cleaning project. I really wanted to pull that out, have it more accessible for him, but also it was just a larger desire to just, kind of clean, organize things. Why don't I put that in backwards and then turn it around, so that I can do it twice. You guys are probably wondering why I did that. Well, stay tuned. You'll find out in about, a few moments. There you go. I just needed to be able to get a floor jack underneath there. Were you guys upset by the great TikTok scare of 2025? ? I wasn't either. It was a bit comical. We had interesting conversations at our house that night, but it's all good. No one was severely affected. The world goes on, and we still have our TikTok. So another big reason why I'm bringing you guys along on this cleaning journey is just to, show you what I do around here, but also, one of my big desires is to invite our local Volkswagen Club members here. I know it's not like a, super big deal. It's nothing super special. It is to me. It is to, it is to those who love me. It's kind of a big deal, to me. And so whatever, I just want to, get it together. Like I said before, just make it presentable and invite people out to come poke around and, just fill this space with good Volkswagen vibes, community vibes. One of the reasons why you find me just standing there looking around is I'm not only trying to find a place to put these things, it's also that I know I'm going to end up moving them again. And so it's one of those like, okay, well, how far do I want to move this stuff before I need to move it again? Also, this stuff was heavy, and my 40-year-old back was feeling it. You guys ever get to the end of some project, whether it's big, small, at the house, doesn't matter, and you really just, you need to unwind. You need to get to just a better mental place where you can just sit and relax. This is it. This is that moment for me. This thing was making a really cool design, by the way. Anyhow, as promised, let's get started on this 1957 Beetle. First things first, I have to clean the inside of this. It is really disgusting. I can't begin to tell you. You see me with my beefy mask on there. There were things living in here, and when things live in places, they tend to leave their waste behind, and that's what I'm cleaning up. You might be wondering, well, why don't you just, spray it down and wash it out that way? Well, I could, but then all of this big debris and literal shit gets on the floor, it gets sprayed around. It's a bigger mess than it needs to be. So unfortunately, you gotta kind of just do this part. Besides that, it makes for some pretty cool camera shots. Is this satisfying to you guys? It's kind of satisfying to me. Look at that little turn. I wish I could move at 8 times speed like in real life when I'm actually doing this. Our teenage son, if he could have any superpower, he would have the same powers as the Flash. He's told me that recently. I find that interesting. Although he's kind of selling me on it as I watch this video. I really do. If I could just move like the Flash all the time, I suppose. Wouldn't that get boring though? Like everything is just kind of done. I don't know. The idea of superpowers, it's kind of weird. Everybody thinks they want them until they have them. I say this as if I'm speaking from experience. No, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like to have superpowers. It's tough. It's tough out here. That headliner, it's cramped in there. If you've never been inside of a Beetle, just look, it's cramped. There were things living up in that headliner, so as I'm like taking it down, I'm very aware of what may or may not be falling on my head. You have to know I'm doing this for you guys. I'm in this disgusting confined space, just cleaning out all this nastiness for you. You're welcome. Oh, this wiring has to go. It really hurts my brain. It hurts my brain because it's such a simplistic, wiring setup. There's not much there. And for it to look as disorganized as it does is, to me, just maybe a little bit of, lazy, maybe oversight. I guess you don't see it. It's underneath the hood, whatever. Just yank it all out then, Justin. Well, hold on. I'm trying to be a little bit methodical as I go through and I do this stuff. What I'm doing actually is I'm cleaning it all up because I am going to rinse it out. You guys know what lives in those? What builds those little homes right there? Me either. I should have looked it up before I did the video. I don't know. If you know, tell me. Tell me in the comments. Anyhow, I'm prepping this because I do want to rinse it out. It's just anything that might get soaked, like soggy or, like I said, kind of reconstituted defecation. I don't want that. So anyway. Now that all that's done, yeah, we can go ahead and rinse it off. And you might be asking yourself, like, well, why are we doing that? Really, a clean work area is just, you know, I don't know, there's probably a saying, but for me, a clean work area is really essential. You know, a lot of the kids talk about mental health and this and that. Well, when work areas are clean, my mental health is better. So we'll put it that way. Honestly, I'm taking the glass out eventually. This is really whatever. I don't know what this is. But what this is me being an honest video editor, because as I'm cleaning the glass and getting ready to just kind of close things back up, probably move the camera around, yada yada, I go to close the door and it's fighting me. It's telling me no. I'm like, yes, go. And it's like, no, I don't want to. And then I'm like, yes. And then it's like, here, I'm just gonna I don't even want to do this anymore. I don't want to be attached. And defeated, I said, fine, you don't need to be attached. Actually, I was gonna take you off anyway. So that's what I did. I told that door. Is that the same door still attached? Right now, if you're a man, any age, doesn't matter, and you maybe feel like you want to feel like a man, if you just grab yourself an air tool and you remove the wheel from a vehicle, the doctor's orders, it'll work, it'll help, you'll feel better. So anyway, go try it. What you probably shouldn't try is tightening things before you loosen them, though. And then another thing you might not want to try are things that don't work. But at the end of the day, it all comes together into this just, miraculous, really, finale where I don't know the last time this wheel's been removed. So maybe we needed to go through all that just to get that off. If you want to feel connected to history, work on something historical. It is kind of incredible, as you just kind of put your hands on something that has just been here, before I was here and will likely be here long after I'm gone. It's cool to be, the steward of something, like I said, kind of historical that way. like I said, I try to be a freak about clean work areas. I know as you look around, it can look disorganized in that, and in a lot of ways it is. But like I said, control the controllables, hey? You ever know what you want to do and then you're like, gosh, I really don't want to have to do all that. That was one of those moments. I just found a random valve. I swear every time I watch this back, I'm like, man, I should make shields out of those. What was cool about the engine deck lid for the 57 is I realized underneath that, I think they call it the Pope's nose, I realized that the clear plastic lens is still there. It's a little cracked, but it's there. Anyway, little details like that. It's kind of neat. So I think we are done for right now. I just wanted to go through. I wanted to check wherever the attachment points are for all the fenders, just to make sure that those are all clean. Those are inserts actually that are welded from the other side. They all seem to be intact and good. The metal down here underneath this kind of quarter needs to be replaced, so we'll cut that up. We'll replace that little bit right there too. The metal work on here is not as extensive as I thought it was going to be, so that's good news. Here's those inserts that we talked about. So I'll go through, I'll clean all the threads up on those. That'll be simple work. And then next video, we'll start to remove the gaskets going around all the lid areas. Probably remove the glass, and then we might start in on kind of tearing that dash apart and taking all the wiring out of the vehicle. Ultimately, what we're doing here is just trying to prep everything so that we can remove the paint, get that pan worked on. Yeah, so just trying to methodically take everything apart and get a little more work to do on the inside. So all of that I think will be in the next video, or most of it anyway. The old ashtray filled with, look at that, there is still a cigarette butt in there. That's disgusting. Anyway, yeah, and that was the final result of that, and this is the final result of episode 3. So hit me up if you like it, subscribe. See you guys later.